right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. This is Lonnie Fox Raymond, and I'm being joined in the booth by none other than Miss Allison Fisher and Michael Yudnick.
Good afternoon, Lonnie. I'm looking forward to this. It's going to be a great match.
It is. We've got two superstars of the game. Real quick here before we get started on that, we'd like to introduce everyone to the match rules. This is a race to 8. This is an A-side matchup. A-side?
B-side.
B-side, yes, that's right. Kelly was just defeated by Christina Tkach. So the match rules for this match are it's lag for the first break. It's alternate breaks thereafter. The 3-point break rule is in effect. The 9-ball doesn't count on the break in the bottom 2 corners. 3 consecutive fouls is a loss of game, and they are cue ball fouls only.
Very well done.
Thanks.
Very well done.
Yeah. Been doing it a few times.
Yeah. It's good, though. It's good to get the rules out there because, obviously, over time, different rules, different tours. They shake hands, and here we go.
Yeah, we got to get Al here to get our match rules off the screen for us. Got to help us out. There we go. Now we're back. Al, he's the magician behind the curtain.
And there we go. Yuki wins the lag and gets the first opportunity to break the balls. And let's see what type of break she does.
She was breaking well in her first match. I think there was maybe one illegal break in her first match against.
Good, yeah.
She played Angela Janetic on the TV table first match today. So this is going to be our second look at Yuki. She resides in Japan. She's a Mezz sponsored player. So
one of us.
Yeah, you too.
Me
right?
too.
Yeah, that's right.
Japanese company.
They've got some great. They got a great stable of players.
Yes, they do.
Yeah, good equipment.
And Caroline Powell from our WPBA tour, runs the US side of Mezz.
Yeah, she's the US representative, correct?
Yes.
Yeah,
Distributor,
yeah.
She's a gem.
Poor Michael, he was still muted.
That's okay.
It wasn't me,
I'm a big
Michael.
fan of Caroline.
Yeah, she's a lovely person. So here we go. Look, we've done that soft break. Look at that cue ball. Dangerous.
Dangerous.
Dangerous. I watched that from a distance in my last match, how she was drawing up to that corner pocket.
Yeah, she had one scratch up there, that match.
And it's interesting, these tournaments, though, watching all the girls, how they choose to break. A lot of the girls are doing cut breaks and, softer break, making the one in the side possibly. And then you've got to make sure you get 2 balls over the line if you do make a ball.
All right, what's your strategy on the break there, Allison?
Hit them hard.
Hit them hard, huh?
Well, it's not always working. The cut break, when you try something different and you're maybe not practiced and rehearsed in it, that was a great shot.
Yeah, this might have a great yield in a few seconds.
That's right. But it's pretty close. If you're not rehearsing something, it's hard to do it during the tournament. Throw it in there, because I've done that before. I've done the cut break, and then I've done a foul break, or an illegal break, I should say. So it's good to be able to break all the different ways and be prepared in the tournament to have to do anything. Oh, she's not opting to do a little jump shot there. It's a good choice of shot there.
Yeah, good choice. Got a little bit of a rough result, though.
Well, the players these days from all over the world, and with YouTube and all the information out there, the stroke quality is so much better now that they don't miss a lot of balls. So
Right.
you've got to be on your game.
It's not just a simple safe. You have to really lock them up and make sure that you leave more than just distance on most of these.
Correct, yeah.
In the final levels.
Yeah.
I think she can play for the 2 in the side, right?
Or
Maybe
the
the
corner.
corner. Yeah.
Corner. She had a bit of an acute angle there. She may have got lucky. Do you think she got lucky there? I think she did.
I believe so.
She's covered the 1 ball with that 5 ball there. I have to think about that, the 4-5.
Yeah, exactly. She
Pink
can't reach the
purple.
jump here.
But she can come off the end round, chip it.
Probably go for the safe.
Yeah, you obviously don't want to go behind it and scratch, so you want to chip it, clip it, send the cue ball back up table. There you go, perfect.
Great shot.
Look at
Gonna
this. Look at
Freeze her on the
this.
4. Nope, almost.
But she'll take that. That was a nice shot.
2 rails, kick at the 9.
Hey, why not?
Can she get in deep enough to get
She's
enough
run away.
spin?
Where's she running to? Yuki's going off the screen. Margaret's come in. We've got a quick flash of Margaret Fefelova style.
Margaret
there.
will slip in there here and there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have the frequent creeper. That's what I've been calling him. They're just popping in.
Unfortunately, it's Margaret right now.
I think she forgot her jump cue, so she
Yeah.
went to go grab the jump cue. This is a pretty long
Well, that's
distance
a long
jump.
I don't know about that. I would do that, but hey, listen, if you're feeling it, you've got to be feeling it. And sometimes there's not a right and wrong in a match. It's how you are feeling. If you see the execution, and she's going for it.
I suspect she's going to do well here if she went for it. Just try to bank it towards the 7, I'm assuming.
Yeah, that would be the choice. You've got the 3-8 blockers. Look at that, 3-8. I'll tell you what, she's using that Mezz Air Drive 3, I think it is, and they're great jumpers.
It's a sick jump cue, right? I got
It
the
really
opportunity
is.
to try it. It's
Yeah.
really easy
Really, really good.
and
And that
very
was a long
balanced.
jump and
Yeah.
very controlled. So that's a great product.
Did you get acclimated to it fairly quickly?
Yes.
That's good.
Although I've got a little bit of damage on my arm, like extending it when I'm in a jump position, not regular queuing position, but so it's been a bit tricky with my jump cues lately.
Got to avoid the 8 here, right? Going
Yeah,
between
she
the
might
8
be
and the
able
7.
She might be able to pinch it. There you go. She likes that shot. You know, it's like a typical sort of snooker shot.
Yeah, yeah.
Where you can pinch it. And she's very much a stun and draw player, Kelly.
Uh-oh.
Now, do you think that rail pinged a little bit there? She's speed control wise, we know that there's a huge area there that she could have been in and didn't get in. But it seemed to pop off that end rail a little fast.
It did. She could also use a little bit of left and
Oh yeah,
made it a little safer for herself.
yeah, definitely. There was a wide area, so
So Kelly is a Predator-sponsored player, so she's going to go airborne here with the air rush jump cue.
yep.
She's got a really fast pace.
Always. We were talking a little bit yesterday, and you know, I'm quite a meticulous player when it comes to mechanics and stuff like that. And Kelly, you know, has got a shorter stroke, and she'd been working on a game, and she said it was detrimental for her. So she's sort of going in and just not second guessing things
Okay.
and just play. But that's her flow. Her natural flow is quite a fast player, hence the quick fire name.
Yeah. It's just her natural rhythm, right?
Yeah.
And that's what makes her comfortable.
She doesn't want to overthink it, you know.
Good shot, good shot.
Because we can all get in our heads overdoing the shots. You know, sometimes there's like 3 or 4 choices, and you maybe not committed to
Yeah,
that one
the old
choice.
phrase, think long, think wrong kind of thing,
It's
right?
true. I
Yeah.
know that when I get like that, it's not a good sign.
All right, so Yuki has an opportunity here. This is a bit of a tester.
Yeah.
That's the second time she jarred a ball. She needed to punch a little bit.
Yeah.
Maybe
I
she's
feel a little
not-
wiggle in the backhand, maybe. Who
Yeah.
knows?
I was going to say she was kind of rocking, sort of, in her body movement.
I played her many years ago in Japan. I played in a Japanese tournament. That was a good choice of shot. And she was freewheeling, playing great run-out pool. And I thought, who is this young lady? Young whippersnapper, I thought. And I ended up coming back, but she's so dangerous, because do not let that little lady fool you.
She's a killer inside.
She's tiny, but she's a killer inside. One of the nicest players on tour too. Very, very nice. She's always smiling.
I had to giggle. Michael's been getting the ladies in after their matches in here to do a little quick,
nice.
interview. And we got Yuki in here, and I was like, how'd that go? And he's like, well.
Yes.
You
Did
know,
you
her-
speak Japanese?
I wish I did. I wish I knew some other languages more fluently. I'm a little lame that I only know English well.
Right.
I feel.
Konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa.
Hello. That helps. That starts you off.
There's like arigato or something
Yeah,
too,
arigato.
right?
That's thank you.
Kelly came with a good shot there.
So this is funny. Our sister city in the town that I grew up in is a Japanese town. And so we had, as youths, we were taught a few of the basic languages,
Yeah.
right? Because we had some exchange students and from that sister city.
Do we
That's
know?
cool.
Do
I
we
know like 3 words.
Yeah, that's all you need to know sometimes.
Do we know who knocked these guys to the loser rounds?
Christina Tkach beat Kelly last round 8-6.
Okay.
And I think Bean defeated Yuki.
Okay.
Put her on the B side.
Was that on the stream table?
No.
No.
No?
No.
Okay.
It was not.
Neither of those losses were on the stream
Okay.
table because I've been on the stream and I don't remember.
No, it wasn't. I think she played. Bean played. Was it Boyana last match?
Yes.
I think.
Yeah,
Yep.
Beam won. That was a close match. Could have gone either way.
Didn't.
Yeah, and Bean was saying the same thing, that she was struggling a little with the break. The tables are changing a little.
They
and
do. You know, the atmosphere changes, and body's in the room. At night time, it gets very busy in here. In daytime, not so. So it changes everything. The atmosphere.
Now, when you say there's more people in the room, does that make it play more like a humid table, more
yes.
like a wet table?
Yes. Last night I was watching. My table didn't do it, but I was watching Kelly's table. She was right opposite me. Nice break. And very pingy rails.
Yeah.
That's what happened. Very faster than normal.
Do you have any suggestions for upcoming players as how to adjust to that or what to think of when those kind of things happen? Or do you just let your body do it?
Well, the body is one thing and the mind, but the stroke, you know, you have to learn to adjust your stroke to the conditions, whether it be longer or shorter. That's how I kind of...
You actually choke up or
yeah, depending on the conditions.
that's a good
Lengthen
little
up,
tool.
choke up.
So
I
when
move the bridge hand in or out.
Yeah, so when it's more humid, you probably choke, widen out? Which way do you go when it's getting wet?
Well, I want to be smooth as well. I don't want to make sure I'm shorter, a little bit shorter probably.
A little bit shorter.
Yeah.
Okay.
It just depends on what I need to do with the ball too and how it's feeling on the cloth. But the most important thing is not to think of the outcome, it's just to try and deliver a cue well every time, do the best of your ability.
Well,
See how it's come off a little quick there, she wasn't expecting that.
I think most people would agree you have some of the best mechanics ever in the game.
Well, thank you. I worked very hard over many years and, you know, from my snooker days it started and I'm always tweaking things, I'm always trying things out. So I
was just
enjoy
gonna
that.
Say, you started
Yeah.
recently making a few small changes,
Yeah.
right? And I think that's part of progressing for the game.
I think so. I think pool is different to snooker, you know, and I like trying new things. I like to see how it fits me and nice shot by Kelly there. Good
Yes.
start.
Quick work of this rack.
Yeah. Getting in a little flow.
All right, so I'm not sure what's going on if the ladies aren't updating their
I think
scores.
it's 2, isn't it?
The
2.
score is currently 2-0.
Yeah, Yuki bobbled that ball, didn't she? Needs to make those shots. You can't let Kelly off the hook like that. But we have a lot of international players here, don't we, in this tournament? It's a stacked field, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, very good field
Yeah, it
from
is.
my perspective.
Couple from Japan, haven't we? We've got Boyana. Where's Boyana from?
Well, she's originally from Serbia, I believe,
Right.
but she's living in Switzerland.
Right, I heard
So-
that. And Kristina Svateva, which we're used to on our tour. She's
Yeah.
from Bulgaria.
And then we
Obviously,
got-
Margaret and Kristina Tkach. Margaret Fefilova-Stein live here now in the US. Russia and Belarus. Who else have we got? We've got Sarah Roca, haven't we, from Portugal.
Yeah. Yeah, it's quite an international mix. Like there's a lot of flavor in the room.
Sarah's having a good event, right?
I believe so. I think she's still in on the... Is she on the winner's side or the...
Well, she was, but I don't know if she's still...
Oh, she lost to Wei
She
Zichen,
just lost
didn't she?
away.
That's
yeah.
right.
Oh, okay.
But the Wei's a great player from Taiwan. That's another thing, a couple of Taiwanese players.
I think I go for the bank here and bank short. A little built-in safety, but I like to bank it to the long rail and back out just in case.
You have to be all in on that shot, don't you? You have to... I was going to say...
She went straight for the safety, right behind the 6.
A lot of players, a lot of players don't like the banking, especially in the conditions if they're pingy and
Yeah.
it's a little trickier on a diamond, isn't it, table than a
Brunswick or something.
Brunswick.
Yeah.
Little less predictable, and when the ball is close to the rail, its play obviously comes out a little shorter too. So she needed to make.
Oh.
Wow.
I was going to say make that safety a bit better, but
How much deeper could she have gotten on that
I was
shot,
going to
though?
say this is not an easy shot to get out of the jaws. Right, you have to. It's a tricky shot. You might have to go rail first here. But even that's tricky, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, even rail first might not be so rail first with it, depending on how deep it is.
Yeah.
It's funny for me. I think I would try to draw straight at this ball. I don't think I'd try to use the rail. Because the three's kind of close to the side pocket, so if I get like half a diamond a draw, I should be all right if I get the correct angle on the
put
floor.
a little bit
to the
of.
floor.
Let's see how can she get through? What she? I'm not sure. That stroke is hard to
Lost the cue ball quite a bit.
take it though, right?
Yeah,
Worked
she's
out.
actually all right.
Worked out.
Based on her pace, I think she's pleased that she got out of the pocket there and got back around for a shot on the three. She's a
missed
bubbly little thing.
Oh, she is. She's lovely. Really nice.
She has missed a couple long shots in the past, so I suspect she'll take a little extra aim on this shot and make sure she puts a good stroke down. Yeah, she got up. She didn't feel comfortable.
Well, the four is in a funky little position by that side pocket, isn't it?
Yeah, a little nasty spot that
You've got to get
we never
right
like.
on it, you know. You don't want too much angle. You can always do a double cross bank if you're uncomfortable, couldn't you?
Right.
Looks like she's stroking it.
She's all in, I think.
Good shot.
Oh, that was a nice stroke.
Good
But
shot.
again, it's a little tricky, isn't it? It doesn't look. It looks quite close to that.
I think
side
it's a little
pocket.
past the point.
Is it?
Yeah, it's a little hard to judge, but I think she's got a little room to
She can make it.
yeah.
Let's see what happens to that cue ball.
It might just
Stick.
double turn there and stay in that area.
That's what I'm thinking.
She's getting a little. She's digging in a little bit.
Oh, she
Yeah.
struck that beautifully. That
Good
was a
shot,
really
good
nice
shot.
shot. Very nice shot. That was a little deceptive at angle, wasn't it? Are we
Yeah,
going
she did
two
super
rails
well.
behind the back of the six?
I like that.
Yeah.
You're not fighting the grain of the cue with the inside English.
Yeah. As much as you can go the natural path, you should. She's going inside, I think. She looks like she's putting
It's
a bit
like a
of...
meme right there with Margaret's head.
I
in the
know,
middle
it's,
of the
it's
table.
weird, isn't it?
I've been cracking jokes at it the whole weekend, I'm not going to lie.
Well, no, she did play out. It's funny, she looked like she was cueing with a bit of touch of left.
She actually got a little awkward here.
That's why a bit more outside
Yeah.
was good there.
She may have been afraid of hitting the six or something, but yeah, I'd say she needed a little more outside.
I mean, in a bit more left, right English in that instance. Yeah, this is kind of no man's land, isn't it? Are you just going to stun across and play it in the corner or the side, or are you trying to avoid that nine?
I think I would sun across, like you said.
Yeah.
I like this. Yeah.
That was a good choice. Nice choice.
She hit that sweet.
Yeah, she did. You
Yeah.
couldn't hit that much sweeter. Now, is it a draw out for the nine, or it looks like it off the rail and out again, doesn't it? I can't see how.
Yeah, she may just accept short side
Yeah.
if I see it correctly.
I
Yeah.
think so too. I mean, she's just going to have to draw it and accept a little bit more difficult cut on the nine. It's still makeable, right? From the
Should be
right
easy.
side
She
rail.
should be good after this, I think. This is a pretty good out for her, actually. She had to come with a couple good shots here.
Yes, she did. But also you can't let a player like Kelly just get away from you. You've got to stick with her to have a chance of winning the match.
Yeah, Kelly loves to just start to plow the numbers down.
Freewheeling,
Yeah.
right?
Got to put the brakes on her.
That's right. Got to stick with her.
What do you think about this alternate break format? I really like it.
I think it's good because the way the tables are breaking too. I think it makes it fair that you've both got a chance
Right.
of running your own game out. obviously the lag becomes massive, doesn't it, in the grand scheme? But the way the tables are breaking, you don't really want to let your player run a pack on you and you're stuck. So I think it's probably the fairest way to do it.
Okay, nice, very nice out. Her first game on her side, which she desperately needed and got it.
Yeah.
By forcing it, pretty much. Came with a couple really good shots.
So for those of you at home that are watching, I know the score isn't updating. I'm not sure if the ladies aren't updating the score or not, but the score is currently 2-1 in favor of Kelly Fisher. Those of you that are in the chat and just joined us, yes, the Duchess of Doom is in the booth with Michael and myself, so thank you for tuning in. Make sure you're sharing, liking, and subscribing. All right, Kelly to break.
Right, playing the 8 in the lower right corner. Probably the 3, the 7, and the 1, and the 2 will be upstairs. 3, 7, 1, and 2 went all the way up and came back down. She didn't soft break that, did she?
No, and the 2's landed a little funky, isn't it?
It certainly is.
No, she likes to hit the... I mean, sometimes she goes with that cut break, but mostly she'll hit square.
Now, does the 2 clear the 9 in that other corner?
I don't think so.
And she's in a really squirrely spot then.
Well, you could play a good safe on the 2, couldn't you, too?
Yeah,
You know, you could roll down and put the person on the 6 ball there if you come up straight behind it. Just depends how you want to play it. You could run up the middle and try and bump the 9, but... See, she's an aggressive player, so I had a feeling she would try that, but it was nowhere near correct.
That one didn't work out. Oh. Well, and I think that she's going to have to, this is her first match of the, or second match of the day, right?
Well, she got a good shot there.
That was a good shot.
And a different table than she played on in her first match, so she may have a few little quirks to work out.
Bringing the junk you out, what do you think?
Yeah, definitely. I think so.
Make
Why
it a
not?
lucky roll, make the 9.
Well, yeah, with a two-way, try and bank the
2 back and go towards the 9.
Yeah, it's an option. But
You see anything else you like?
or
there?
you could try and make the 2, right? And
Yeah,
with
cut
a
it
bit
in.
of draw. I
Right.
like the run into the 9 bank, possibly.
She's also using Mezz, right?
Yes, she
Yeah,
is.
this is the air drive 2 according to her bio sheet.
Yeah, very, very easy to jump. Cute.
Oh,
Oh, that's a bit of a rough roll.
so Kelly's coming back to the table
Bit
with
more
ball in
draw.
hand.
She kind of went in between there, didn't she? It was a tweener. It's like, I think she had the idea that we talked about, but never committed to one or the other.
Kelly's got to love this rack. Looking pretty good. No real challenge, I see. Maybe the 4 to the 5, but she should be able to negotiate that pretty well. Especially with this angle on the 3, she can get to the right side of the 4.
On the 7 lane on that end rail doesn't make it. I mean, if she falls flat on the 6, it could be trouble.
Yeah, a little back and forth, a little up and down.
Weren't we just talking about the X drill?
Yeah, the Mighty X, yeah, exactly. Yeah, a lot of us players, we try to purify our stroke a little bit more, and we work with different coaches like Mark Wilson or Johan or Alex Lely. You know, there's a lot of great coaches out there.
Well, there's so much information on the internet now, on YouTube. All the players are, you know, the drills, and it's great, really. You know, you can learn so much, watch it a lot more.
Yeah, I know that a lot of the ladies on the tour, and I know you're working on it yourself as well. We were just talking about this. A lot of the ladies on tour have great content out there available to anyone who's interested. You can go check out their social medias. I know Jasmine has a great YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Christina Zlateva as well. Jennifer Beretta. There's a lot of great ladies on the tour that have have content out there if you're looking to learn.
Good shot. Good shot.
So don't be afraid to go check them out. They all have great social media content. 3-1, folks. Kelly Fisher.
She's very comfy, isn't she?
Yeah.
Kelly?
She's definitely.
Yuki, what's happening? Is there a timeout or no?
I'm
Oh,
not
they're
sure.
seeing whose break it is, I think.
Oh.
Just making sure it's her break.
Good news is we got the score updated.
Yay. There you go. I thought I
Somebody's
was doing a
job.
good job. I mean, I've been writing it
You've been
down.
doing this exceptional.
Yeah, yeah.
This is old school.
Yeah.
Let's write it down.
Yeah. Paper is like, oh my goodness.
We don't
It's
do
like the
digital.
Stone
We do
Ages.
pen and paper.
It's like the Stone Ages if you get some
It's
paper out, you know?
It's
It
funny, I
is
said
a
to
little,
my-
little archaic.
I said to my son, who's 14, I said, so, you know, you've just had all your tests. What's it like? Do you sit in a class, you know, your pencil and paper, and there's a time limit? He said, we don't use pencil and paper. I went, oh, yeah, forgot. You're all on computers.
Yeah. They all have tablets now
Yeah.
and,
Oh, gosh.
you know, iPads.
I'm so behind the times.
It's okay. I like it.
I like writing things down, though.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll tell you what, the other thing about scores, and I see that was a cut break there, nice little... The other thing about scores is we don't know how to write these days, do they? They don't know how to do cursive writing.
They don't even teach it, I don't think.
And I don't like that.
I don't either.
They're
Do you
just
know, I don't
print.
think they even teach cursive handwriting any
So
longer.
how are they going to get on when there's no tablets and everything goes up the creek, you know?
They're going to be calling their moms.
Yeah. How do I write?
Or dads.
Yeah, mums and dads.
Yeah. I've noticed too, like a lot of things, and this is not obviously pool related, but my son, he when he got his first job, I taught him how to count money back. And I'm so glad that I did, because
Yeah.
he said he worked at an Ace hardware store, and he said every old person that came in
Yeah.
said to him, I think it's so good that you know how to count
Exactly,
money
because
back.
they look
They
at the
don't
till now
anymore.
and they have to have the feedback, don't they, of what they
Right.
owe. They don't think.
It's crazy, the difference.
I always like to think, you know, what's the difference in the money or
I
numbers.
thought I was really proud of my son that, you know what I mean, now he can go into a job and he was able to do that.
Yeah.
Right, so she actually got really sweet on this 4. She'll be able to get off the rail here.
Yes, exactly. Now, everything depends on how you feel. You could run it forward, you could punch it out a bit, run it forward, leave a nice angle on the 5 to get to the 6.
Yeah, play a little
She's
Z pattern
point-
to the 6,
yeah,
you think?
she's pointing where she wants to be. I like to use the rails as much as I can so that I don't land on them. You know what I mean? Rather than floating the ball.
Yeah, you like to release the stroke a little more, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. I like that. Even if I had to stun it like she did, I would have rolled forward a little bit more.
Yeah, I think she wanted to, because this is a funky little,
Yeah.
the 50-yard line, so to speak. You've got to put a little force on. You're either going to float it out or you're going to go 2 rails, but you need a bit more pace.
Yeah, oddly enough, the side pocket comes into play now where it didn't before.
I know, it's strange. She's gone high with a bit of left, I think, looks like. Just
Yeah,
because of what you talked about, if you go a little bit lower, that side pocket becomes massive.
Yeah, she hit it really well, though. She controlled the rock there
Yeah,
nicely.
the rock.
The rock.
Oh, she's getting a little stroke going now, isn't she?
Well, I mean, now would be the time to do so.
Yeah,
She's behind on the score.
3-2. She makes this 9.
Yeah, guys, one of the big reasons why I think everyone appreciates the alternate break in this format is it's a little bit of a shorter race.
Yeah,
So there's no real time for someone to put packages back
Yeah.
and forth on each other. If
Yeah.
it was a race to 10 or a race to 11,
yeah.
then winter break might be a little more of a good move. But in this particular circumstance, I really like the alternate break. I think it's the right game for these a little bit shorter races, yet still quality races.
I like it as a spectator because of typically these ladies end up in hill thrillers and stuff. Now I know as a player that is not my favorite to be in that hill match, but
Of
as
course,
a viewer, as a
yeah.
spectator, I mean it's exciting when
Yeah.
they get to those hill matches.
Well, the thing is, you've got to learn to break better You've got to learn to control the cue ball. Sometimes there's luck involved, of course. It's
Yes.
usually that last ball rolling that rolls in front of the cue ball
Yes.
or covers what you play.
Covers the lowest numbered ball.
So
one
I
of the two.
think we're all...
Every time.
I mean, it's an education, isn't it? Every time you play, it should be a bit of an education. What you can do differently, what you learned.
Yeah, I was talking about that earlier. You're always trying to just tweak your game. Almost every shot, I'm just trying to take feedback and learn a little bit more about how the table's playing, what I can change, add a little bit, subtract a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Always adding and subtracting a little bit the whole time I shoot. Okay,
Yeah,
Wow.
you can keep it nice and positive sitting in the chair, can't you?
Oh, last ball rolling. Look
See? Now, honestly, if you observe the game, how many times does that last ball rolling interfere? It's a lot.
It happens frequently.
Yeah. Because that was look at the open table
know.
there.
Yeah, the other thing, she hit slightly on the right side of the one ball, right? I mean, I would have hit more on the left side of the ball. Not
Yeah.
that that's what caused this situation, because she did hit it really strong and well,
But
but
she didn't hit it
square.
squarely.
Yeah,
Right.
she hit a little bit on the
But
right.
that's what I'm saying. You've got to pay attention to what you're doing, because we can all say, "Oh, that's unlucky," or "That's unlucky," but it was slightly off, right?
Yeah, yeah.
You've got to be realistic with yourself.
That's
Like, I
right.
played Wang Wenlin yesterday, and we're heel, and she double hits that one and makes it. Lucky shot, right? But it's not about that lucky shot. It's about what happened before that. It's the opportunities you had that you didn't capitalise on, or what did you hit incorrectly.
Right. It's very rarely that you get shut out of a match and you don't have an opportunity.
Yeah.
It happens.
Yeah,
but it's a
definitely.
much rarer option or action as opposed to did you really have an opportunity and make a mistake, and that's
Right.
really what usually happens.
Definitely.
And I would say that's especially true with the alternate break format. I mean, if you're in a winner break format and a guy runs a 4-pack and then leaves you safe and then runs another 3-pack or something and you're out, that's another story. But you're really getting an opportunity every other rack here to start your momentum your way.
Yeah.
I think she's just going to try to slow roll kick safe on this 2. Come underneath it, kick it up to the side rail.
That's a tough shot to play, and she played it
Ooh.
very well. 'Cause to spin it and the forward roll, 2 things going on with the cue ball there. That was tough, wasn't it? Just
Yeah,
to-
she had to judge the. She probably hit that lower than center so that the spin would keep on
Yeah.
with the soft roll,
Right.
because everything decays to a forward roll because of the friction of the cloth. So it was an exceptional shot she has
Yeah.
made.
Very nice.
Nice answer from Kelly there.
Can she just get this to get past the 3 and make it awkward for her opponent? Right? Is that what she's trying to do, or try to
I
hit
don't
it
know.
thick?
It's pretty tricky in there, isn't it? She can get to that other rail.
She's trying to get it behind the 4 ball, maybe.
I don't know. That's what you would hope would happen, right?
Yeah, she's got to hit it
If
pretty
she
firm and
catch-
a little thin.
Well-
Oh, she got it by the 3. Okay, that was the other option. She had a couple blockers there. That's a good shot.
Yeah.
Oh, no rail.
Didn't anything hit a rail?
No rail. That's what was my only concern, but I was at the moment trying to clear my throat. So
You know, Caroline
Get
did
it
a
out
shot against Monica Webb, and Monica thought it was a foul, and so Caroline just gave her the shot. But I looked back at it later, and she actually just hit the ball super thin on the way in, so it just cut it up the rail. So it looked like it was a bad hit, but really it was a good
Yeah,
hit.
it's tough sometimes, isn't it?
You know, these referees have a tough job.
Yeah.
And there wasn't a ref on that particular
No,
shot.
it's just the players, and you're taking somebody's word for it, right?
Exactly. And, you know,
well, and Caroline gave it up herself, right? So coming
well,
back
after
and-
Monica.
Oh, did Monica
yeah,
ask?
Yeah,
Okay.
Monica was like,
I
was it a
wasn't
good hit?
there for
Yeah,
this
yeah.
match, yeah.
And Caroline was like, I don't know. I was kind of looking at the cue ball, you know, like, you know.
Yeah. No,
rough,
that's
isn't
fair.
it? Sometimes you miss the illegal break too. You know, you're paying attention to other things, and you miss. Did 2 balls get into bulk or not? She's gonna have to go forward here, I think, right?
Yeah, I think forward with the touch of right, maybe.
I think so. Play behind the 8 into that corner, into that top left corner as we're looking at it.
Yeah, if she's got more angle, she'll swing 2 rails, but I think she's a little thicker, so she's probably going to
She
play.
didn't like it. Got to make that decision, right?
Yeah, I'm glad she got up. Oh, she's very straight on it.
Oh, she had a different angle than we thought.
Yeah, yeah.
That was very deceptive, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Boy, she landed pretty perfect, though.
I think Kelly might have one of the best stun strokes in the game, though.
That's what she does.
It's
Stun,
like,
stun, stun.
yep, everything.
Yeah. Stun everything.
And it happens so quickly.
Yeah,
Like,
short,
she just
sweet
does it so
stun.
quick. You know, but and that's just her style, and it works for her, obviously. And so,
It's years and years of doing it.
yeah, I mean, she's just always on that side of the ball. She leaves herself that way, prefers that, you know, those decisions, and it's fun to watch.
I think my game opened up when I started using stun. Like, you know, I used to be more of a pure follow, pure draw, and then all of a sudden I started to, you know, incorporate stun in my game, and it really gave me a lot more angles that I could toy with and sort of create different things. It's easy to get caught up in just going for pure follow or pure draw and just judging the speed that you hit it to get different angles, but that stun shot's valuable.
There's a lot of control, isn't there? And you're
Yeah.
using your tangent line, and, you know, it's that things are more predictable.
I
Right.
agree with that.
But yeah, you can manoeuvre the ball quite a lot with stun strokes and cheat in the pocket.
Yeah, I've decided I'm going to start changing the word stun and just use slide so that people understand what I'm saying, because onlookers probably don't know that we're really just saying we want the cue ball to slide, follow, slide, draw, as opposed to take immediate forward roll or immediate back roll. So slide seems to be a little more comprehensive of my students when I try to explain to them.
Right.
All right, so this is a little tricky, but I think she can swing 2 rails and come to that third diamond just in front of the 3. Right?
Oh yeah, sorry, that's pretty natural with a little bit touch of spin, right?
Yeah, just avoid the scratch.
So, but 3 and then pink, purple, pink,
Yeah,
purple,
yeah.
purple.
Pink, purple, pink,
I
purple.
was thinking the purple.
Yeah, she doesn't want to be straight on the 3 because she's got to get angles so she can get back to the middle of the table for the 4.
Right. This is the key ball, isn't it, really? If you can get right on this.
This
Yeah.
is the moment. She
Yeah.
hit it really well.
That's nice. And she's got to pay attention, have a little look at where she wants to be on that 4 ball. But she can come right around the back, can't she, of the 9 to the 5.
Yeah, she'll play the 5 upstairs in the upper right corner.
Upstairs. I'm learning all the jargon here.
You get in the booth, we gotta use different terms so people
Upstairs.
get bored with it, right?
Upstairs, downstairs. North and south.
Correct. Yeah, we could use all kinds of beautiful colors.
She's going to play in the 5 up north.
Just like like Yuki's shirt. Her shirt's so colorful. I love this shirt.
She matches the new balls.
Would we call that northeast? Or?
Yeah, exactly. She'll play it in the northeast corner.
Yeah. I think we're starting something here. Now look, does 7 go by the 8?
I
Or
believe
not?
so.
And it doesn't. She can still pinch
Yeah, I think
it back.
the 7
Yeah,
goes past the 8.
Oh,
Well,
there we go.
I wonder if it
Don't
goes
know
by
that
the
it
9.
goes past the 9, though.
But I
Yeah.
don't think she might not need to anyway.
She's drawn to the side, looks like.
So yeah, it doesn't go past the 9, like you said. See, it's a little tricky. They're the things you have to think about, aren't they? You think, oh yeah, I'll just get behind it to go in the northeast pocket.
One here, she doesn't want to cheat the pocket at all. Or that
Would you
cue
ever
ball's gonna
go
come a little fat.
with a follow shot here? If the
Yes,
7 goes by
possibly.
the 8, I might go with a pure follow here
Yeah,
and just
possibly.
hit the short rail and come back up.
You have to put a bit of extra juice when you do that, though, because the 5 ball would suck the energy out of the cue ball, right?
Yeah, because you're very thick on it, so all the energy is from the stroke.
Yeah.
Okay, she chose the side. Might overdrawn it a bit. Probably going to have to play in the corner.
Yeah, just really focus on making the ball here. You don't have to do anything heroic.
Interesting that she put her cue down before putting her
Notice
bridge in.
that.
She's been doing that, actually. She did that a few times in her first match today as well. I think she's using her body to align the shot.
Notice that. That was interesting.
It's odd, right? It's different.
It's different, yeah. I always constantly work with things like that, how to align.
Best alignment in the business, Alice.
I don't know. It changes here and there. It's fun though. That's what I
It
love
does
about the
have
game.
to change, I think, too. And I think that your body
stroke.
changes, right? So
True.
then you have to change
We
so
don't
many.
have to talk about that,
Yeah,
do we?
Sorry,
We
Ellie.
don't have to talk about menopause and things like that.
No, I wasn't getting that detailed, but.
Mm.
So what do you think about the caliber of play going forward with the WPBA?
Wonderful. I think
It's growing.
I was just saying that's a nice out from Yuki Hiraguchi from Tokyo, Japan. Yes, I love it. I think it's tremendous, and it makes us all want to play better and compete. I love competition and I love to compete, and they're certainly getting better and better all the time now. It's good to see the standard of play is going up and up.
It's pretty impressive, and I think that it's forcing the others who want to be competitive to put in more work.
Definitely. Yeah, if you're going to play, you've got to turn up, right?
Yeah,
you've got to learn all the nuances and observe the better players, watch what they're doing, where they're breaking from, what you can do differently.
You would say that in the last 10 years it's gotten crazy strong, right?
Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I think all the streaming, all the video, all the TV that's gone worldwide, it's all these young players are seeing it and thinking, I can do that, and then, you know,
Looking up to their heroes like Allison.
Right.
Aww. Some of them weren't born when I was around. So that's a nice little break. They're both sort of soft breaking now, aren't they, in a way?
Does she have? Nah, she's probably going to have to play safety on the 2.
Safety shot.
Little quarter ball hit, bank it to the middle diamond, bring the cue ball back around the 7. Maybe get it behind the 7 if you hit it really well. Or maybe you have to go
I was going to say, do you have to? Can you just bank it down and put it back on the end rail, kind of underneath the pink 4?
You could do that.
Yeah, the 4 might be a little more
natural.
Yeah, like without having to put a bunch of stuff on the cue ball.
Because when you start spinning a lot, you've got to be careful that you make sure that one of the balls is correct. Because when you start playing 2 balls.
Yeah, she went towards the 7.
Well, she wants it to slow down.
Yeah, see, that was a little dangerous.
Yeah, I like the wide route, though, the way she went.
Yeah, the 2 sort of came out quite a bit there, didn't it?
And she can play here on the safety. She can actually go a couple different ways, right?
Oh, I like, go on. I like going 3 rails
with the cue.
The right side of it, down from in this. What are we in the southeast section of the table?
No, we've changed. We've got new directionals.
Yeah,
we could use a clock too.
Behind the 7 and 9.
Yeah,
I
nice actually, this was what I was getting to with that.
She hit that really well.
Yeah, going 2 ways, right? She could
choice.
use the 3-6, or she could come up and put the cue ball back under that 7-9.
Options.
Yeah.
Will she go bouncy here?
Yeah, I would. I think so.
Yeah, she's coming out. These ladies are on a mandatory
bouncy.
40-second shot clock, so you see Kelly kind of coming up to the table
Does
with
that mean
all her stuff.
Is it going to bounce twice?
Maybe more.
Is that
bouncy,
bouncy?
It might be bouncy.
Right, could be. Could just be one bouncy.
Could be uno bouncy.
Let's observe.
Well, I don't know what that means, but I'm going to thank Grant
Go on.
for donating to the stream. Thank you so much for tuning in.
I think that might be yen.
We hope you're enjoying the show.
It is.
It is, but I don't know what it equals to.
But thank you.
But we thank you no matter what. I don't care if it's $1.
Whoa, look at that. She nearly banked it in.
Yeah, she stayed there for a second and said, "Don't you know who I am? That's supposed to fall."
Yeah.
I
think she was putting pressure on the table then, actually.
This is tricky, though. But I think she can go 3 rails towards the 3 if she can avoid the 4 ball.
Can she hit it thin and just come to the
See it
right-hand
back?
rail and back? Oh, ooh.
Uh-oh.
I didn't like that one, but...
Yeah, that was, I think, if she could have flipped across to this other rail.
Right, like instead of playing the inside
Thinner.
3 rails
Thinner.
or whatever, just
Yeah.
hit it thin and let the
Yeah,
cue
the
ball
Z
do
back.
the action. Yeah.
I think so. Yeah, that was very dangerous.
Well, we get to see 2 jump shots, pretty close back to back. 2 bouncies, as Allison made me quote.
I cannot believe the terms we have now created in this one match alone. We got bouncy. We got north, east, west,
Southwest
south.
now, southwest.
How good
That
did
was
she hit it?
That was, I would say that was quite a magical shot.
That
It was-
deserves a
I
snap,
think that was a
folks.
1 bounce.
It was that might have only had 1.
That was a tremendous shot. Round of applause.
Yay. A round of applause. Yay. Okay, thank you, Torture. That was nice. I didn't spend the time Googling it, but looks like you did.
Looks like you did.
Yeah.
6 ball is probably the only challenging shot left. Yeah, she's doing that stick down first thing.
Yeah.
It's effective for her. She's been shooting very well.
Listen, everyone has little things that they do that makes it work.
That's right.
She really struck that purely, didn't she? A little
she
over,
did.
maybe.
Little too well.
A little too well.
Now I think our line takes her away from the 6th ball.
I think so.
Little too much enthusiasm on that shot, right?
Yeah. After the little bit of adrenaline from the jump shot, probably.
Yeah, you know, Thorsten actually mentioned that sometimes when you're, you know, feeling the pressure or starting to feel a little excited, he actually makes a point to take a little bit off. Hill matches, that kind of stuff.
That's good. That's a good information for people out there.
Just based on what she was looking at, I'm curious. Is she using a high
right?
inside
High right,
English
yeah, I
ball
think so.
and trying to kill it back to that side rail? I'm
think
so
so.
curious about this.
I think she's coming between the 6 and 7 with top right.
Do you?
I do. It looks like that's where she's aiming, and I think she's a little thicker on this
I
than.
don't
Yeah,
know.
look, she's
I
playing
think
the
she's
soft.
yeah.
Yeah, see, she
your
hit that
choice
harder.
would have been right.
I think it would have been the better shot
Yeah.
selection, but I could see her lining it up and looking at it, and then when I seen what she was using on the cue ball, I was kind of like,
She was
oh,
playing the soft spin.
yeah.
That's quite dangerous too, because like you said, the spin can dissipate by the time it gets where it needs to go.
Can she come with this shot
Is she
past the
all in?
point? Point's big here.
Beautiful.
Wow.
Oh my God. Couldn't hit that
Beautiful
any
shot.
better, could you?
Hey.
I can't tell you how many times I hit that point.
Yeah.
The side pocket, and I'm like, where has that come from when the ball is on the rail?
Yeah, you
It's
think
the
it's impossible, and then
weirdest
somehow it
It's
hits
not
it.
supposed to be there. It's not
Because you look
supposed to
down
jump
the
out
rail
and grab
and you're
it.
like,
You know?
there's no way this is going to happen. And every time,
It's amazing
it's
how
like
that
a
works.
magnet.
Oh, and the
see
crowd.
those shots. Yeah, you could hear that.
The crowd said,
Oh,
"Oh."
that was massive, wasn't it?
Well, and it was huge according to the scoreline too.
Yeah, definitely.
You know,
Scoreline. Put some more heat on Kelly if it's
Yeah.
4-4.
all right, she narrowly avoided the scratch in the side pocket right there.
Yeah.
So, seen a little body movement off
Yeah.
of Kelly, like, "Don't do
A
it."
little bit of worry.
All right, Kelly Fisher stealing a rack there from Yuki Hiraguchi.
Oh yeah, Yuki played a nice out there, and that 6 ball and then missing that 7 was she's
So,
taking a timeout now.
Looks like the ladies are taking a break, so we'll go ahead and give a shout out to some of our sponsors. Now, our presenting sponsors for this event here at the Raxx Billiard here in West Hempstead, New York, is the Mezz Q's, who's also Allison's sponsor, and quite a few of the ladies in the event, Yuki as well. And a shout out to Big Family Custom Creations, who just became part of the WPBA family. So thank you to Nante and Marie for putting their faith into the WPBA. Also, Diamond Billiard Products, Aramis, Simonis, and Digital Pool, top of the line, tried and trues with us. So thank you to our sponsors for continuing to support these ladies. They deserve it, and I know that they're great representatives of your brands as well as our brands. So.
Just
Pretty
watching
crazy.
some good pool.
Pretty crazy. So I know you stepped away for a second, but Yuki ended up missing a 7 ball and laid it in the pocket for Kelly to get back at the table. So Kelly was able to steal one back from Yuki there.
Yuki had such a great jump and then connected on the rest of the shots that were much more difficult than that 7. I assumed it was a foregone conclusion, slipped away to get a little glass of water, and here we are.
Here we are. And the ladies have taken a break, so there's that. So also, Allie took a small break for a second. So are you enjoying doing the commentary with Allison?
Yeah, I've actually, I think I sat in with her one other time.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's amazing.
She is, and she's so knowledgeable, right? I like to just let her talk so I can kind of pick her brain, right? Like, I mean, I love listening to her. I love listening to her, and she's quite witty. So
The accent also helps.
yeah. So it's great that it's great to have Allison for us. It's great that she's here, and unfortunate for her because that means she had a quick exit from the event. But
Right.
the spectators, we got lucky. people in the chat and in the stream. We got fortunate. We get to have Allison Fisher in the booth with us. So overall, this has been a really great event. We're at the business end of this tournament, and we are about to be down to the final 4 on the A side.
We have one more round this evening, right?
Yeah. No. Are
2?
you sure? I think it's a bit more than that.
I don't even know what time it is.
I don't. We're like. I feel like I'm stuck in the dungeon.
We got 2 more rounds coming through.
Mm-hmm. All right, 2 more rounds still today. That's great. Lots of pool to be played today, folks. Lots of pool. So for those of you who haven't been here, this is a beautiful pool room, and thank you and shout out to Holden Chin for hosting us here, and for Caroline Powell for putting this event together. She's been pretty stellar at her job for this event. She's done so well. Everything's beautiful. The equipment's beautiful. Speaking of that, we're trying out the turtle racks. Allison, how are you feeling about the turtle racks?
They seem really consistent, actually.
Yeah.
No problem racking. My last match with Brittany, both of us struggled on a couple of breaks, but I think, to be honest, I need to put my readers on when I rack. But they are definitely...
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, they definitely are racking well.
No, I've found that my eyes aren't quite as sound, and the rack can be really frustrating, especially if you're using a wood rack. It's just painful at times.
Oh yeah, definitely. You definitely need the old glasses on there. But my glasses that I do play in are for distance. They're not for the close up, and my eyes are quite bad close up. So I'm going to have to be switching glasses because I don't really want to wear progressives.
You're going to have 2 sets of glasses on your head at all times?
Yeah, I need that, I think.
I was I recently went to the eye doctor, and out of vanity, right, I'm getting my eyes checked, and the doctor's like, I think you're about at that point where you might need the readers, and I was like, oh no, do I have to? Because he was going to put the little bifocal in my glasses. I was like, oh, if I'm ready for that, doc, can we not do that? And as soon as I came home, I bet you it wasn't 2 months, and I was like, man, I should have had him. I should have had him put him in there, because now I'm doing the lean back from my phone.
I like wearing readers, though. I like having separate glasses.
You do like
I
it?
don't like it all in one. It's a little too much information, I think.
Now, I think that's kind of why I was like hesitant. I was like, man, that's just a lot.
Yeah, because you're moving your head up and down.
Yeah, so I ended up, I steal my husband's readers all the time.
Yeah.
I steal Bob's readers because I wear contacts.
Oh, do you?
Yeah,
See, I've never tried contacts.
So when I wear the contacts, and then when I need to read, I grab my husband's readers. All right, we're back in action, folks.
I just want to answer a couple of questions there. Is it hard getting used to it? No, I literally put them on and played with them. Because they're actually frameless, and there's nothing interfering with my sight line. So, no, it wasn't hard getting used to it.
Alrighty, let's see where this 2 lands. I don't know if that swings by the 7 or not. It looks like it does.
I think it will, but it's hard to tell from here.
Questionable.
A bit dodgy, as we say. But if it does, she's really got a nice table here. This is the key shot. Get by that 7. Leave a little angle on the 3. It's a natural 2. Would you 2-rail it?
I think so.
Yeah. Nice clean hit on the 2.
Well, and I think with the 2 rail, you don't have to decelerate in your stroke, and that
True.
second rail will slow the cue down for you, and that's nice.
Exactly.
You can just
let your
focus
stroke
on making
out.
the ball,
Yeah.
Yeah, she's also going in the line, so she has much, like 6 feet that she can get position on this 3 ball nicely.
Exactly.
Good shot. I think she's on the correct side where she can just pull up for the 4.
Let's see.
If not, she's a little tricky because the 8 could come into play and the 9 could come into play. But
Yeah, I was
she's
thinking
okay.
on the shot before of getting it a little deeper into where the corner pocket is and coming out more into the sort of centre of the table.
Towards the center of the
so she
table.
would just have a high ball.
Yeah.
But she played it with high right.
Well, she's really winding up on this. So it looks like she's going to try to draw out there.
Yeah, that's okay though, because the 6 is hanging. She's got to make sure she makes this, bumps the 9 ball.
see behind us. Hiraguchi on the left side of your screen there, folks. She's having a great event here.
There we go. Nice shot. Wow. I mean, if she runs out this, how big was that last game?
Oh, man.
You know, because it would have been, you know, 4-4 and then Yuki taking the lead. So these every game, every ball is so important.
And if by some chance Yuki doesn't, I think she'll be very upset about that 7 going forward
Definitely.
if she doesn't happen to win this match.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh,
Ooh, this
I
is
think
now
I'd have just
challenging.
stunned that if I could have. Just stop it. Not leave myself so close to the rail. This is a good test of cueing here, isn't it?
She looks like she's digging in a little bit.
she just got to keep it fluid and smooth and
Good
accept
shot.
the lie on
Good
the 8.
shot.
The 8 leads itself naturally to the 9.
Yeah, sometimes you just got to take that tough shot and
And I think that's where some of the top players are a little bit, they make that choice a little bit better than some of the middle level, lower level players. You'll see them trying to get perfect, right? And in these situations, you can just accept a bit of a longer ball.
yeah,
You know, you have to trust your ball making abilities.
exactly. You've got to be comfy in your stroke.
But,
haven't
yeah.
you?
That's where I think the top players do that a little bit better than the
Yeah.
middle of the road players.
Good shot. That was a
Great
really
shot.
nice shot from there.
Now that 7 ball is real, it's a little bit
Well,
important.
just this adds a little heat, doesn't it? If you stay on the, you know, the tail of somebody, it just
Yep.
adds a little bit of heat.
5 to
It's
4.
a good little match.
Now Kelly has an opportunity here to answer if she can get a solid shot on her first ball.
That's exactly right. Let's look at that last ball rolling,
I'm
right?
telling you, she got it on the first. The 2 racks or 3 racks ago, she got it on the 2, and then same thing happened the last rack.
See, her eyes are still good. See, she's having a good look. 10 years younger.
So if you guys had, I know you guys are staying together for this event. How's that going? Has
Oh,
anything
great.
exciting happened?
I love rooming with the
You guys always have the
Kelly.
best stories.
Oh, yeah. But we always have a good laugh, you know. Got the same humour and, you know, the British sort of sense of humour. And she talks a lot, Kelly. She can talk. Talk for England. But, yeah, it's good fun. Oh, nearly scratched it.
I know, and she makes me laugh. She says, "Lonnie, you talk so fast." And I said, "Who are you talking
Yeah,
about?"
exactly. Who are you? Do you know, I met, she came to the room, when was it? Thursday when she got in. And I swear she sat down for the first hour. I didn't say a word. She was catching me up on everything.
She was like a little zombie her in way when they pulled up, though.
Oh, yeah.
From flying in directly from Vegas.
That's
No real
right.
sleep, you know.
And straight into the tournament.
Mm-hmm.
It's a way to do it. Live on the edge.
I know that they said they had a good time doing
Whoa,
their clinics.
look at that. She missed
Wow. They had a good time. They did some clinics for the VNEA National Championships, so I know they had a good result there, good showing, and so they were pretty excited about that. So
I'm going to do a thin hit here on this one ball, I think, and try and use that 3 ball.
Yeah,
might
wherever she
do-
had her hand.
Yeah, I might do a little touch of inside English here.
Yeah, it's the only way to get it by the 3, right?
Yeah, but it'd be nice if it comes off. It's a cute shot.
I actually like a little below center to keep that on there. Oh, she went between the 7 and 3.
Or take that too. I don't.
Yeah, she's a little disappointed, but that might work out better.
Yeah, I think that's a nice shot. It's a good choice. The key was to push that one ball over. Now, can she get through off the bat, or are we going 2 rails here?
She'd prefer probably to be able to kick and stick, but I don't think she has. I think the 9 precludes too
That's
much of
what
her angle.
I think so too.
yeah, I don't think she can get past it.
If she's going the 2 rail, she'd like to hit it thin and try to get the cue ball back upstairs, right?
Yeah.
She doesn't want to hit it too thick because the cue and the 1 stay at the same side.
That worked out. I think Yuki has a comeback, but she can just thin this, push it to the 6, and bring the cue ball straight back across. Can she do that
Tricky.
here?
Can she hit it straight on and can she avoid the 6 if she hits it straight and holds it? But she's quite close to the rail, so that's tricky. Not really sure there.
Can she just bank it out of there and do a stun follow? And
That's what I'm. That's what
she
I'm
might
saying,
be able to
but
do
I'm
that.
not. If she can do that, that's the shot. I think.
I think it's there. Yeah. Oh, she let it out a little bit.
Yeah.
Might get a little luck. Yeah, I got a little lucky.
Yeah. I think Kelly can get through. I think.
I
Can
think
she
she
make
can
it?
see the whole ball.
Not make it, but I
She
think
can't
she
make
can
it.
get through. So that was kind of a little lazy. They're the little things you can't be lazy about.
Got to bank between the 4 and 7, put the cue behind, or sorry, bank between the 5 and 7 and put the cue behind the 5, right?
Yes. That's exactly right.
I wouldn't use top here. I'd use a center ball and let it turn into
little
follow.
Yeah, a little stun.
Oh, that's new. I've never seen the little QR code on the back of Kelly Fisher's jersey.
That's right, yeah.
For those of you guys at home, somebody take a picture of that and tell me what it leads you to.
Yeah, we don't know.
Yeah, I mean, that's the purpose of it, I would assume.
Yeah.
So somebody at home, go ahead and try that for us. Let me know how it goes.
She's calling over a referee, I think, to make a hit call here, just to make sure she doesn't clip.
Oh, is she trying to make it then?
No, I don't think so, but just to make sure she doesn't hit the 5 or the 6 first. You know, sometimes when you're focused on one thing, you might not see something. I don't know. I don't think
No,
it's not
exactly what is
doable,
going
is it?
on. They're looking for
But
Dean.
she's calling for a hit call, so she feels...
I mean, the only reason that I would call a hit is if I was trying to draw back for the 2.
Yeah.
Just to make sure I hit a good shot.
Just so you guys know, too, the shot clock is paused at this point.
Yeah, I was going to say. Extension.
Yeah. Extension. All right, Mr. Dean Raisler, the WPBA president, making the call here.
I mean, this would be. I guess the 4 or the 5 should move sideways if she hits the 1 first.
She was going for that.
Yeah,
That
she
didn't
was
make any sense.
I
Trying to
didn't
draw
get
that all
it
the way
either.
back.
I didn't get that either.
I didn't understand that. She couldn't make it. I think she was trying to twist it in with spin, but it wasn't possible at that speed.
No,
You know,
it's going to
softer
deflect.
hit,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's going to deflect to the other way, so there's no way to get it to turn.
And I didn't really see any gain there, just based on the 4, the purple 5, and the 2 ball being way down at the other end of the table.
Well, she had to
Yeah.
draw another foot to be. I mean, she's in capability of cutting the 2 in, but
Yeah, that was a strange shot.
a little bit of a decision error probably there.
Yeah.
So many factors could have changed the outcome of that, though. All right, so she's elevated over the 6 here. A little bit awkward queuing.
She could play the bank here, you know, and then just let the cue ball go forward. There we go.
Like that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was a
she-
nice shot because it was a natural for the cue ball, but she overcut it. Are you sending it up and down and cue ball behind the 3-4?
That is what I'm doing. I don't see any benefit in jacking up or trying to do anything crazy here.
No. I don't see really much else. Yeah.
Yeah, very natural shot. She wants the
Ooh,
one
little-
to slow down a little bit.
Slow on the old legs there, eh? With the cue ball. I think she can get through to thin it, maybe.
Yeah, she may have had to hit
Yeah,
that
I
a little more to the right on the 1 ball.
Yes.
Have it track towards the 9 more.
Yeah. It's little things, isn't it? That's what makes this game brutal and wonderful at the same time.
The nuances, right?
Those little nuances of an inch or a millimetre,
And they're different
Change.
every time.
and it changes everything.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she's jumping.
I think I would kick 2 rails at this.
I think I probably prefer that too. Ooh, do you know what I think about that bouncy shot? I think, wasn't it nicely controlled? Like
It
the
was.
speed of it.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
didn't wallop it and lose control. It was just kind of a slow jump, wasn't it?
That's a little bit, I think, the quality of that jump cue. That's a really nice jump cue.
That's what I was saying. I think there's different ways you can hit the ball.
Oh, she hit that speed really good. A little bad on the angle, but good on the speed.
Well, if Yuki can get through here, she can just hold that cue ball, like a nice top spin with maybe a touch of right.
Yeah,
If she can get through, I don't know that she can. If she can hit it full in the face, is what I mean.
yeah, the amateur would think to hit draw to stop the ball, but Allison's right. You want to double the rail with the follow to keep it on that side of the table. But I'm not sure if she can hit it full enough to do that.
So if not, she's looking at going, and then I would try and play maybe the full hit here and send the one over the other side. What do you think?
Yeah.
Could you do that?
She could also try to split him, hitting the one on the right side after the kick, and bring the one down the long
Right,
rail and the
yeah.
cue to the right.
Yeah. Well, that's a
That
nice
might work out.
choice.
And she's
Might
going to
work
get away
out.
with it here.
Yeah, she hit that with the right speed, I think, to give
Yeah.
her a good chance of getting a
Either
good
way,
roll.
right.
Yeah.
Causing the separation, yeah.
Is a 1-3 a combo or not, just out of interest?
It's a good question.
No.
Doesn't look like it.
Unless she were to hit the top side of the one, I don't think that's an option.
Oh, she can get through.
Ooh. Just overhit that just a tad.
It's funny. Each one of these safeties have just had a little bit.
They're
leak it-
tricky little
leaking out.
safeties
Yeah,
too, aren't
just
they?
a little bit of leak out.
They're touchy.
I mean, there are 1 or 2 ball rotations just off, you know.
I might choose to split the balls here if the two's not in the way. I might choose to just push the one to the left side and cue ball to the right side.
Trying to keep it simple because you're so far away, maybe.
Well, or you could spin the ball round 3 rails, but the one ball be exposed.
Yeah, she chose your shot.
Yeah.
Well, it's just containing safe, isn't it?
Just hoping for another inning to the table, I think, kind of.
Yeah, if she can get this cue ball back by the 3, I don't think Yuki's gonna like her shot too much. She could also not.
Or she just played to split them. That was neither here nor there. I like yours, the thinner hit, and just spin the ball down there.
Yeah,
But
two
maybe
rails with the cue.
she's a bit worried about the bounce on the rails. You know, exposing that one ball to the corner pocket, not being able to control it
Right,
as
right.
much as she wanted. I think that's the reason she didn't play
I
that
was going to
shot.
say she's had a few where they've leaked out on her, so I think
Yeah.
at that point she's
Bit
just
more
kind of not
tentative.
sure what's happening.
I think
She gets us to hit the 3.
I just want to say right there, I would have used the 3 rail hit, right, gone round the back of the 4, and and then send the one behind the
Yeah.
6, right. It was a more
Good
aggressive play. Has she snookered her there?
Yeah, I think she got her.
Oh, she got away with that, I think, because I think that was quite a dangerous shot. Good shot, but dangerous. I think the other way is a bit more.
Yeah, I
One
like
of them
her
was
right
going
too, yeah.
safe, for sure. More control of the cue ball.
She might actually come away with a good result here, though. 2's by the 1, so if she hits this nice and square and makes it, cue ball's going to be around that area.
Yeah.
And the 1's close enough to the pocket, it could very well go.
Wow. The
Shot.
crowd
Good
enjoyed
shot.
that.
That was a nice shot.
Going to require another nice shot to get on this
Yeah.
3 ball.
I love playing shots. I love the challenge of shots like this.
Yeah, she's got to follow with a lot of right.
Yeah.
Okay, good stroke, nice shot.
A little more.
Wants a little more for sure.
You've got to punch that shot, haven't you, with the spin?
Yeah, so it comes up higher.
Yeah.
Yeah, punch or slide or stun or
Yeah.
whatever term you guys want to.
Here we go.
Want to
Here
hear
we
out there.
go.
Do you try to go into the 7 here? I don't. I try to avoid the 7 and 9 and come back and forth.
I was going to say I would just go back and forth.
I would try and
think.
avoid it too. Just got to be careful of that 9 ball.
Well,
Yeah.
hopefully Kelly tries to avoid it then.
9
Uh-oh.
ball,
Oh.
9 ball, 9 ball.
Yeah, we all saw it.
That was all
Yeah.
dangerous. That was a dangerous shot. I mean, it was
It
a
was.
tricky shot because it's a thin cut. And then if you have to add that right-hand English, it makes it even tougher because a little bit of deflection. So, and then you end up going in between.
Oh, that is not what Kelly wanted to see happen. Now, here we go again, right? This is an opportunity.
This is a bit of a
Penny.
luck of the gods shot because
Oh,
The
boy.
gods may be in our favor.
Oh, it rolled out. Did you see it roll
it
out the end?
did.
It rolled in
out.
on one turn and then out on the end there. But if that was me, I wouldn't be unhappy with that outcome, because when you go one rail, it's quite dangerous. Could have been a lot worse for Kelly there.
Yeah, I think Yuki's got to play position for the 5 and the 7 here, expecting the 5 to hang up possibly, but might fall in.
There you go. Yuki was double checking, I think, whether or not she still had an extension in this rack. They've had quite the safety battle here.
Yeah, I mean, this is tricky. You've got to really think about this, what you want to do, whether you want to carom it, whether you want to cut it, or whether you want to play safe. I don't, you know.
I feel like she has to cut at this. I wouldn't play safe here, right?
You're going to cut it.
I would cut this in.
It's very difficult to tell from this angle. Probably a lot easier than it looks. Well, not an easy shot, but
Well, with the
maybe
6 there, I feel like it's a big pocket. Yeah.
Yeah, because you can actually cheat it and go rail first into the 6
And
if
you
you
can
need
actually,
to, you know.
Another way of thinking about it is, as long as I hit that first diamond or within half a
Right.
diamond, like that could be your mindset here. It
Yeah.
doesn't have to be a direct hit, like
Yeah, I
you're
think
saying.
she's playing the carom, like you said. She could also play the bank on the 5 with the
A
carom,
two-way.
two-way,
Oh,
which is what she chose, but that's not guaranteed position.
Well, you know
Yeah.
what? I'll take that all day long.
yeah.
I'm still at the table. Now, if she just floats this, she can get a 2-rail, a touch of right, maybe.
And that's the mindset of a champion. Allison's just happy to be at the table, even though she's got a little
Right.
bit of a, a little bit of a tester here.
I'm happy if I've made that 6 ball. I've gone for it, made it. I'm still at the table. And now, I've got a 50-50 shot. Maybe a bit higher. I would just float it round, wouldn't you, though? Float it with a bit of right-hand spin. What's she looking at?
You know what? It seems a little odd, but she could also play this in the right corner. I don't think there's a scratch in the side pocket. Nah, I don't know.
What are you talking about?
I know. I'm like.
The reason I'm saying that is because if she feels like she can't get it all the way up table,
I think she can, though. I think it's quite,
Yeah,
she
quite
can.
I
You don't
natural.
think it's
with
quite
it.
that thin?
I
that
think it's
thick?
quite natural with a touch
Pure
of
follow.
right, following a bit of right. Don't you?
Yeah, I
I
absolutely.
feel like
think
there's a
it's-
slight scratch if she hits it too hard in the upper
Well-
right corner.
Just smooth, push through the ball.
Yeah, she's gearing up to get all the way back up table.
Yeah. It's all or nothing, this shot. You've got to go for it.
Wow.
See, look. Lovely.
Yeah, this is what I was a little concerned of.
Look at that.
Is she
Never
gonna
in
get that?
doubt. High right. Touch of
Yeah.
right.
No, I like it. I was just a little concerned about the position
Come on.
because she really had to fire that in.
That was
to,
a
to get all
beautiful
the way to table.
stroke, wasn't it?
She's deciding if she's going to grab her extension or shoot the shot with a bridge. Opted
How
for the
tall would you say
extension.
she is? She's tiny, isn't she?
She's just a
I'm
little
not
bitty
big,
human.
but would you say 5
Maybe 5
five-
foot.
5 feet, 5'2"?
5'2".
5'2", maybe?
Yeah, I was
5'2" is
gonna
my
say.
guess.
Oh, I don't like that. I don't like leaning like that. Oh, I don't like that.
She's gonna make it.
Good shot.
Really
She's gonna
beautifully.
make it. No side pocket.
That was a good
Crowd
shot.
showed
I didn't
appreciation
like
for
that.
that.
Oh my gosh, I'm thinking, get the bridge, get the bridge.
She had checked it
It's 'cause
first
you're so good
before
with
she
the bridge.
grabbed her extension.
You're really good with the bridge.
Well, I
yeah.
like-
A lot of players aren't.
Do you
Yeah.
know,
It is.
when I was younger, when I used to play back in my snooker days, about 3 decades ago, I used to practice probably 30 minutes a day with it because I
Makes
used
sense.
to play on a 12-foot table, so it was sort of second nature.
You ever seen Corey Deuel and some of his antics with the bridge? He's pretty interesting.
He's an interesting guy.
He is. He's an alien. I love Corey. I'm from. He's from Ohio originally. I'm from Michigan. We're neighbors. We've known
Right.
each other a lot, so I joke around about him being an alien. But
He really is.
he
is
is
an alien.
He is. He's so creative.
He is
and-
creative.
and he's like the mad scientist about
he
things.
is.
You know.
He's all about the game, isn't he? When you, like, that's the conversation if you have dinner. How long
Always.
can you spin that ball? You know.
And
I'm
he's
like-
really spent the time trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
Like it's pretty
He's
impressive.
interesting. I mean, he's a guy who made that soft break.
I
Big
From
think.
the
deal.
Sardo
a
tight
thing,
rack, right?
A thing. It was Corey. He made it a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Poor Mika was the
On the end
one
of it.
tortured by
Yeah.
that. Okay.
Now look
this-
at that. She's played that soft break again, made couple of balls, not on the 2.
And she does direct that cue ball back, doesn't she?
It's dangerous.
Yeah, and
It
she
is.
mishit this one actually to the left side again, right?
Yeah,
She went to the left side of the
dangerous.
table.
Keeps going to the corner pockets, either one.
Now these guys do have 60 seconds after the break to make a decision.
Yeah, it's plenty of time not to be in a rush. I like our shot clock now also because regularly it's 40 seconds, which is plenty of time. So she's opted for a little push out there, and Kelly can choose to put her back in, which is highly likely.
Yeah, Kelly's like, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm not going
Yeah,
to
is she
jump
jumping
that.
at this?
Go
Yeah.
ahead.
Ooh,
Here she goes to the air again, folks.
I like a one rail kick here, but
Well, and I think the one rail kick favors the safety.
exactly, that's what I think. But listen, if she's comfy with this,
Yeah.
this
Yeah,
cue,
trying to make it in the side, I suppose.
no, I think it's safety. Double bank maybe down table.
Try to get the cue ball down here. Oh, there.
Yeah, she went
Cue
towards the
ball
side-ish.
this way.
She's probably trying to get underneath the side,
That
like you
was,
said.
Well, that just got ugly.
she's really shown off this jump cue this
Yeah.
this match though, I have to say. We've had a variety of speeds. Would you just roll that forward and hook the opponent here? Just roll
Snuggle up on the 8?
roll into the 8,
Yeah, I think so.
4 and 8.
I don't think there's really any choice there.
Yeah, that was.
She would have liked to get between the 4 and the
Yeah,
8, but
to-
probably didn't have that option with how close the 2 was to the 4 ball.
Yeah, to block these side rails.
I just got this weird sense of deja vu. Do you ever do that?
Oh, I
I've
do.
I've been in this moment before somewhere watching Kelly do that right there. Like
I've probably been on the end of it before.
I think all of us have been on the end of it before. But she's also, I'm sure you've put her in a few predicaments over the years.
Absolutely right.
She learned it somewhere, Allison.
Whoa! She just kicked that 2 in. Do you see that?
Yeah, center of the pocket.
Yeah, like I
Mach,
had eyes.
Mach 10.
Wow.
What do we do here?
So, can she stun into the 9 and hold for that 4?
She's looking at it.
That's what she's looking at.
It might go on the side too, where she has a couple of options. It does.
Exactly, or a nice safety after. That's what I'd be looking at too. So this is a really, really important shot.
Also really dangerous. Like a lot of
Dangerous
bad
because
things
if
can
she
go wrong.
slides off of it, she can hook herself. So you've got to make sure you hit it right here. And
Yeah,
also,
I think
even if you went a high ball, sorry, to go around
No,
the
it's
back
okay.
and still leave yourself a shot on the 4, there's not an easy shot,
I think
safety-wise.
one of these situations, right, it's better to overhit than to underhit in this situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, if
definitely.
she really doesn't like it, she could just thin the 3 on the right side, put the 3
Correct.
by the 9, and get the cue ball up by the 7. But I kind of feel like she wants to shoot, and I think that's the right shot here.
Yeah, I do too. Go for it.
She's drawing in
Oh,
there.
went up right in between.
See, we talked about that.
Does it still
It's
go?
dangerous. I don't know if it goes, but there's a safety on. If not,
Yeah, she still has the safe behind the 9 and
Yeah.
the 5.
that's a nice big target. The 8, the 5, and the 9. If we look
Big-
at it from this angle.
Big wall, yep.
That's like the Great Wall.
The Great Wall of Britain.
Yeah.
Great wall. The Great Wall of Airmouth.
Oh, she's looking at something else. Does she have to do 2
Sounds
things?
like New Country, the Great Wall of Aramith.
Yeah, she was looking at something else.
Well, that's interesting. But you know what? She did get the 4 safe. You know, a lot of people, what they do incorrectly is try and play both balls and then end up without a safety.
Right.
So it's always important to make sure you place one of those balls.
We've actually had that conversation quite a bit here
Don't you
this
think?
weekend.
I mean, that's a general rule, isn't it?
I think that's a general rule unless you're Efren. Efren seems to control both
Well,
balls
that's
a little too
yeah.
well.
Another alien.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, somebody made mention, right, based on Fargo's or whatever, that you would win 4 out of every 9 games you played with Efren based on Fargo.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
That's pretty good, huh?
That's a good percentage.
Yeah.
Do you know what I was looking at there? I didn't like that, but I was looking at maybe banking it down and using the cue ball to go around the back of the 5.
Yeah, I see what you're saying
Like
there. That's a
banking
good
the
shot,
4 in this lower right corner and then letting the cue ball run around.
Bank it short where if you miss, you
Yeah.
get, yeah. That's a good shot.
Just a thought.
Now, can she see the whole ball and slide in between the window of the 8 and the 9 and get position on this 5?
Well, if you can, you should.
Yeah.
Right.
Got to have good cue ball speed.
Yeah, cut that 4 ball into the right side of the pocket there. Cheat the pocket.
Yeah, I just noticed somebody made mention. We actually talked about that, and when she was on the live stream for her last match, Yuki is, I believe, currently the #1 player in Japan for women right now.
Yeah. There's some great players in Japan. The standard over there is getting better and better all the time too.
Not a surprise with seeing her quality here. She's playing a good match.
Yeah, and her
She's
first
a real
match.
fighter.
Yeah, and her first match was pretty exceptional as well.
Was it?
She played Angela on the stream, and I don't think she made any real mistakes. Maybe an illegal break once.
She's a very deceptive player, you know.
Yeah.
The way when you look at her queuing and whatever, but she's a fierce competitor. You know, there used to be years in the past. I'm trying to think of the Japanese players. I mean, we have Kawahara here, who's a great world player.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think back in the day who was. I can't think of her name. It'll come to me. Another good shot there. Who was another top player, used to play in all the world
Really
events.
good shot.
Who's
Nice speed
retired
control.
now.
Wow. I like it.
She's coming into her own here, isn't
Yeah,
she?
she's hitting the ball really
She's
well.
ready. Yeah, that 1-7 ball might torture her later. Right, even though she's up 6-5.
Listen,
The
if I'm up
huge.
6-5, I've forgotten that 7.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, you have.
She's younger than us.
See, we have a Japanese person there on the chat saying Kawahara was ranked the women's #1 in Japan for almost 10 years before last year. That's a great reign, isn't it?
That is. It's powerful.
That's who I'm thinking of, a Kimi Kajitani. Back in the day,
Okay.
a Kimi Kajitani used to be the top-ranked Japanese player for many years. I think she's retired now. I haven't seen her on world tour for quite a while. Well, not only that, the players are getting better, so, you know, they might be above her in the rankings.
Yeah, I mean, that bank, I think Allison touched on a very creative shot there. I didn't see it right away, and then when she mentioned it, I was like, oh, yeah, that's a great shot. You know, it's sometimes with the 40-second shot clock and just, you know, your mind not quite seeing all the shots.
It's true. I mean, sometimes, I mean, I might have been up there and done the same thing as Kelly. When you're here sitting looking at the table from a different vantage point, it's like, oh, yeah, I see that shot.
You're calm.
Yeah,
Right.
it's very natural. And
But going,
it's true.
yeah, but in the moment, it does change a little. I mean, your brain's thinking about a million different things, so.
Not my brain.
Oh. Kelly and I have actually had that conversation a lot, though,
You're gonna
about
have shape on the one.
the multitasking that happens in your brain when you're playing pool sometimes.
We were talking about men over women yesterday, and those conversations at dinner, women being multitaskers and men more, you know,
Single-tracked.
single-track mind.
It's funny. That's actually gotten me in trouble many times. Toby, like, even an example today, I'm in the booth talking with you guys, and my girlfriend's trying to reach out to me, and I had no idea because I had my phone charging, and she's like, well, why don't you have your phone on? I'm like, well, I'm talking in the booth. I can't
Right.
do both
I can't
things
do
at
both,
once.
right?
Yeah, it's impossible for me.
Single task right there.
But
I
women
can't
don't
handle
get that. They're
Yeah.
like, no, you can.
Yeah, because we can multitask all those things.
Yeah, I got to be honest. I'll be useless in the booth if I'm talking to my girlfriend. Yeah, it's a little unfortunate here. I think she can still. I think she has a correct angle to get towards the 3, but she doesn't want. No, she's okay.
I'll tell you this though, what she was upset about there was again a little pingy rail. She wasn't happy about the speed control. I think she thought she hit it good, and then it just kept going, didn't it, to the rail?
Well, she also hasn't had as much time at the table recently.
True. Yeah.
Great shot.
Yeah.
And
She's good at those shots, jacked up, you know, like
Mm-hmm.
punch stroke. And this is a massive game too.
tricky little situation. This position on the 4 sort of decides how easy it is to get to the 5.
Yes.
And I think she overhit it.
I don't know. I think she might have the angle.
Yeah, I think
A
she
little
might
bit.
have just enough of it.
We've got to look at her face, haven't we? And see.
Right?
See if the nostrils are flaring.
I'm not even going there.
Yeah, she's okay, but she might have to go up and down table on this.
I think I'd play it with a bit of right, actually.
Just kill it?
Yeah.
Okay. I tend to hit it thick if I do that, so I like to go up and down.
I know Kelly, too. I don't think she'll go up and down.
She's just going to kill it and hold it there. Back to the
That
center.
pingy, that pingy rail might make her change her mind, right?
Yeah, but the spin, you know,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the...
All right, there's the QR code, folks. Hit it up again for me. Nobody's told me what it means. I'm trying to shameless plugs for Kelly over here, you know? Go check out what the QR code does.
She's perfect on this. All right, guys. All right, guys. PG-13 for us here.
Yeah, take those comments off, please.
All right, tied match. We've had a couple really close matches today,
This is
Michael.
exciting, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a great
It
match.
is.
Both players are playing quite well. It's fun to watch, fun to do commentary. Thank
Yeah.
you so much, Allison. Really appreciate
Oh, I've really enjoyed
in the
it.
booth.
Bit of bouncy here and
Yeah,
there.
you're learning some good.
Directions.
Changed our commentary to some directional
Yeah,
stuff.
I like it. I think
It's
it
been
can
fun.
work.
They might. Maybe they'll catch on.
There you go.
The middle pockets can be Middle Earth.
Guys that are in the
I
chat,
like Middle
go
Earth.
ahead and check out. If you guys are in the chat, go ahead and check out the poll that we just recently started for you guys. Who do you think wins this match? We're sitting 6-6 right now with Yuki Hiraguchi versus Kelly Fisher. And I think by the end of this match, we'll know, right? Oh, look, we already have 48 votes.
49.
They're going in.
She hit the wrong side of the
Right.
rack here. Yeah, she's a little disappointed. She hit the wrong side of the rack, and the two ball landed in an awkward position.
And then the cue ball ended up knocking the one in for her.
Yeah.
This is because it's getting to the end and it gets tighter, doesn't it? Do I let the stroke out or do I hold back when
Right.
it comes to the break?
That aim point's so critical. I tend to say, or I tend to play a little softer and just focus on the aim point of the object ball
I
on
think
the
that's
break.
smart. Yeah. So you look at the one ball when you're hitting.
Yeah, I do. A lot of players look at the cue ball last.
Do you
on
pick
the
a
break.
spot?
Yeah, I
Or
like
do you
it.
pick a base? Or do you...
So I cheat a little bit. I like to use the lights only on the break, but the lights usually are right in the center of the pool table, so I can use that to. Oh, I think she was trying to pull back behind the four.
That was an interesting, cool kind of shot there. You don't think I wish we could have a replay of that just to see where everything was, because it's almost like she was trying to bank the 9.
I wish we had that,
The
but we
draw.
don't have the replay on this.
That's okay.
Al only lets us play with certain things.
Yeah, we can't touch everything here. It's dangerous.
There's lots of buttons.
So we cross banking this?
Does the 3 go by the 9? It looks like
Can
it does,
she-
right?
I was going to say, or can she play off the 6? No, she's cross banking.
Yeah, she's playing all out safe though. She's not trying to go for it.
The cue ball
She needs
needs
that
to
cue
slow
ball to
up.
rest.
Ooh, roly-polies.
Oh,
You know, it's so, the levelness of the tables comes into it. There's so much to rely on, isn't there? Those little
and
twists and
start
turns.
rolling the balls, yeah.
Yeah.
On this shot, I kind of like the jump kick on this because I'm not sure if I'm going to get enough power trying to masse
Gotcha,
this, right?
that's a good point. Yeah, with a jump, you're getting a lot more power.
Yeah, you might get lucky getting some separation, but with the masse, you're kind of leaving them both on the same side of the table.
Yeah, I agree. You're going for the hit then,
Yeah.
aren't you, rather than any control, any type of control.
Well, she's doubled her back up on the 6 ball here, so
You're in the lap of the gods at that speed.
yeah.
I don't like leaving Kelly this shot.
No.
No. She just needs to be really mindful how she leaves herself positioned on the 2 ball going forward.
Yeah, this is
She
pretty
did
ideal.
it really well.
Just navigate that gap now, right?
Yeah. And the speed, she's got to judge that
Side
bounce.
pocket there.
She hit that really well.
Perfect.
It's a little relief, actually.
Yeah, that was perfect.
Okay, can draw back and play the 4 in the side. The pink 4.
Mm-hmm.
She underhit
Oh,
that.
she let
just
up on that a
tad.
little bit, didn't she?
Oh, wow. Look at this. After 72 votes, folks at home, 51% think that Yuki's going to pull this one off.
That was a good shot. That was the shot.
It's interesting. Yeah, guys, keep it clean in the chat, okay? This is we're bringing to you a professional event with professional players, and we want to keep the chat as clean and family-friendly as possible. All right, Kelly Fisher might be the first one on the hill.
Yeah. And breaking.
Yeah, I like this Drurell position. Doesn't
She's
want to hit
bumped
the
it.
9.
Ooh.
Got a
Oh, dangerous.
Gives that
Fortunate roll there.
Yeah.
little hand. Deb saying, hey, sorry, got the bump there. All right, Kelly Fisher on the hill first. Crowd like that out there.
That was a smart play, wasn't it? That safety shot.
Yeah, that saved her.
Because I might have
Paid
thought
off
about
nicely, right?
putting the cue ball centre of the table rather than up near that corner
That
pocket.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think maybe you and I were thinking more go for the bank and have position on the 3. And she
Right.
went all out for the safety.
Yeah.
Yeah, she didn't even really go for the make at all. Yeah, she did almost lose the cue ball though. I mean, honestly, tracking
Could've-
towards that corner.
could have gone in.
Yeah, it could have been a
Anything-
bad deal.
Yeah.
All right, so looks like Kelly Fisher sitting on the hill. This is a race to 8 with the break. See if
Just-
she can get it back under control and actually have a starting shot.
Just looking at the chat, we just saw that Wang Wang Lin defeats Margaret Fefilova. I lost to Wang Wang Lin yesterday. She was a great player, and she lost to Margaret Svateva from Bulgaria earlier and came back and beat Margaret Fefilova Steyr 8-5.
And Margaret's had a pretty decent tournament. It was her birthday yesterday.
Yeah, but she'd be frustrated. We all are when you
Oh,
lose.
nobody
Nobody
likes
wants to
to
lose.
Oh, look at the 4.
at
Look at the
this.
5
Poor
right in the way
Kelly.
of the 1.
Last ball rolling.
Kelly's body language, she's like, oh my gosh, here we go again.
I know.
Well, she wanted to break and run and keep
course you
Yuki in
do.
the chair.
Of course you do. It's the end of the, towards the end of the game.
What do you see here? I pushed
Can
the
we
2
tie?
on the 3.
I was going to say, can we tie something up? I think that's a great play. The 2 onto the 3 and then just push the cue ball to the rail.
Yeah.
That's a smart play
Start the safety battle.
because there's nothing great other than that, really, is there? So tie a ball up if you can.
Yeah, and if you, well, because just pushing, I think what makes me nervous about this here is that now she's got to be dependent upon Yuki making a safety mistake.
Yes,
You know,
like Yuki's sort of in
She's-
control.
Yeah, she's giving the control back to Yuki here. That makes me a little nervous. Yuki's done really well in the safety battles so far in this one.
Yeah, and this is a 50-yarder, isn't it?
She's got some good options here, to be honest.
You could play cue ball. Sorry, the 1 ball back across, maybe, and use the 6 as a blocker, which is dangerous because you're floating the 1 out. Can you spin it down past those balls?
I think it's pretty easy to spin
and
past
the
the
right
5 and 8,
side
right?
of the 1 and bring it down here, down towards the bottom of your screen.
She could play the slight double bank. Yeah.
Danger, scratch.
Oh,
Oh.
danger, danger.
Yeah, I wasn't feeling that shot. I mean, the 1's perfect, but the cue ball. See where that 4 is? It's kind of, that track there was quite big, isn't it, for the pocket?
It is, and maybe she couldn't get high enough to get that first diamond.
Right, exactly. It was tight, wasn't it?
Yeah, but she could have definitely.
I might have even put her back in, you know? Because it was just a funky little angle.
Well, it turns out that her push out worked out very, very favorably. Now she's glad she didn't tie up the 2-3.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's like, well, that push worked.
Exactly.
Yeah, maybe the hill, maybe her being on the hill cost her decision making. Yuki, nice shot.
Or she's got to get over to the 4 though, right?
Yeah, she might have to draw this all the way back with right English, right?
Yeah, she might do. Or can she go forward with left and avoid that 9?
She's using low
punching.
on the cue
Just
ball.
punch
She's
him.
going to punch across.
She miscued.
That was a foul, right?
Oh, I don't know.
Because the cue went forward. That would have been a double hit.
Oh.
Is that a foul in here or no, guys? I don't know.
Well, it
I
probably
mean,
should
if
be.
It should be. I mean,
But nobody's going to call it. Like Brittany miscued twice for me, and I'm thinking, I don't know if one of those is a foul, like a feral hit or not.
Well, her cue went under the cue ball though, so it caused it to jump a bit. Did you see it? Like it kind of double hopped, which makes you wonder if it didn't.
I don't know. I mean,
that
I'm
would
pretty
be a
sure it's a
foul.
double hit.
We should go over rules like that, just generally.
Yeah.
Because I think a lot of people aren't quite
Don't
sure.
even know, yeah.
Yeah. So while Yuki's figuring out this real quick, we'll let you guys know that Kawahara is currently up 5-1 over Sarah Rocha. And Brianna Miller and Shirach are 5-5. They're battling it out. So those are the other matches that are currently still going on in the room. Some good action going on here. Some tight matches
Well, she
everywhere.
struck that nice, didn't she? She's still got to get on this 5 ball, so as much as she's got the shot on the 4, what's she going to do? Is she going to play outside English and try and get on the 5?
She definitely puts a side
touchy,
pocket into
isn't it?
play
I
here,
like inside
yeah.
English, though. Coming through
Yeah, I was
girls,
gonna
playing
say-
short side, right?
I think it's a smart play going inside because you can't hook yourself, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, and the scratch isn't as big of an issue.
She hit it well, though.
Oh, she hit it real
She
good.
hit it real well.
She did lay
Yeah,
her
it's
cue
very
down.
dangerous. That was a good.
Yeah.
It was very dangerous because of the
Risky.
side pocket. Risky.
It was a risky shot.
Very risky.
Yeah, our shot might have been more right, but she executed it well.
Yeah, well,
You know, safer
you
in
know,
the
I
long
just
run.
I
You
like
do the
thinking it,
percentages.
thinking it out loud. I mean,
Yeah.
it's
I think when there's a couple different ways to go about things, that's when it becomes a preference, personal
how you like
feel
to hit the
thing.
ball.
Yeah.
I mean, we all like to play of outside
Yeah.
over inside, I think. And under pressure, what do you prefer? You know. Oh, she'll take that. She
Yeah.
hit that nice though. I mean, as much as she caught the 6, some people might have played the other side of the 6,
Right,
but
right.
but it was a bit touchy because if you decelerate, you can scratch. I can almost feel it.
I think she's a
Looking
little.
at it.
Is she a little straight on this ball?
Even if she's straight, she has lots of options here. She has to
Yeah,
stay
sure.
focused
She
and make a
can cheat
decision.
it.
She can definitely cheat the pocket here.
Yeah, she's good. I really like how she's shooting,
Yeah.
honestly.
Choices, you mean?
Yeah.
And stroke. Stroke
Very
timing.
confident, very comfortable.
Yeah, she's really getting that swing going, isn't she?
And it's her break. Hill, right? Take your
Yeah.
time.
It would be.
Oh,
A
she
little-
got.
little
Oh,
bit
I
of
didn't like
nervousness.
that. I didn't like the get up and get down.
She's all right, though. She's all right.
That's concerning, though, isn't it, when somebody does that? Because often there's something in their mind, or was it a shot clock thing?
Yeah, but at least she, at least she reset. But it was a short reset. I would have liked her to, like, maybe go back to the chair and
Step
come back or
right.
something.
Step out, step in.
We've got a hill matchup here, ladies
Well,
and
this is a
gentlemen.
very exciting match, isn't it?
Just a few pointers about what's going on here. These ladies are at 7-7. This is a race to 8. They are on a 40-second shot clock, but on a hill game, they are given an extra extension. So each lady will have 2 extensions if necessary.
Got a nail biter. Case game.
We do have a nail biter.
Oh, look at this. We got another poll in the group,
Uh-oh.
guys. How many balls is
12.
Yuki going to make on the break?
12 balls.
12 balls. Michael's vote is 12. We don't even have that many.
What's wrong with that?
With the cue ball, we don't even have that
I
many.
know. That's why I said it.
Crazy man.
So looks like the 1, 6, 3, and 2 will likely be up table. Should be playing the 3 ball, or the, what is that the 7 ball? 7 ball.
7 ball.
Is the wing ball.
Yeah, the wing ball. We're looking at that going in the corner here.
The 8 ball will have the least movement. So 1, 3, 6. Let's see if the 1, 3, 6, 2 come up. Oh, she took a little off on that. 1, 3, 6,
She hasn't got a shot. Look
2.
at that. But I think she was making sure she wasn't going to scratch because we've seen her cue ball go dangerously close to either
Track
corner.
to the corner.
Smart play.
So she
little
doesn't have a
unfortunate.
good starting shot here.
Well, keep control of the table. Couldn't she go 2 rails between that 4 and 5? 3 rails, like spin off the side of the 1. But it's dangerous because you're pushing the 1 towards the 3 if you don't get the cue ball
Yeah.
right. So that's dodgy, isn't it?
I think she's got to tie something up again. I think she's got to tie something up and get in a safety battle with Kelly. Especially
is
Hill.
Is
What
it
would
not
you tie
possible
up?
to thin the 1 if she can
That's
see
what
the
I'm
1? I
saying,
can't tell.
yeah.
And bring it around behind the 4 or 5?
That's what I was saying, to go 3 rails inside the 4-5.
Yeah, I think if you can do that, that would be a better shot than tying up, giving up ball in
The
hand,
reason I don't like
you?
that, well, no, she doesn't have to get ball in it. It's a push.
Oh, pushing, sorry.
Yeah, yeah.
First
Well,
shot
no,
after the break.
No, but I'm not sure if I would have pushed all. I'm just saying. I think she's allowed Kelly to do that now, but the
Yeah.
danger is that 3 balls hanging, isn't it? If you spin the 1 ball a little too hard, you're in trouble.
With how good everyone's jumping, I don't want to
Yeah,
leave
true.
just jumping over the 4 ball to a 1-3 combination
that's
that's
true.
impossible to miss at this level. I
Well,
mean,
that's true.
Yeah, that's a good
That's my
analogy.
fear with
point.
that.
For sure.
Good point.
So what I would have done is tied up the 5 and the 4 and brought the cue where it
Yeah.
is. I would have thinned the 5, bank it towards the 4, and brought the cue where it is now, and tried it from there. She's going to leak out here.
No, she's good.
No, she hit it really good.
She
You're
did
going to get
very
the
well.
jumper out, right?
She hit it very well.
Yes.
Very well.
I only said that for Michael because Michael's a funny guy.
She can make this, can't she?
I believe she can. There's no two-way shot here. She's got to go all out for the pocket.
You're going to have Mr. Dean Raisler, the president of the WPBA, come and watch this shot. Make sure that Yuki has a clean hit on the 1 ball.
Yeah, this is very reasonable to get someone to watch the hit here.
Of course, yeah.
Let me see if I can get us a different angle that'll...
That'd be a nice view right there, I
You
think.
like this?
Yeah.
You like it like this, guys?
Yeah. Is the 2 going to track towards the 3?
I don't think so. I think it's going to go high.
Well, the
Yeah.
1's behind it, so if it does, then I would think it wouldn't be a good hit.
Okay, good hit. She needs a
Where's it
favorable
going?
roll.
Where's it going?
She's going to get
Oh,
one.
boy.
She's going to get a favorable roll.
Oh my gosh.
Look at, I
Oh
think
my
Way
gosh.
was watching. Like,
Oh
she's
my
like,
word.
This
"Did
kick
that
might be
just
wired in the side,
happen?"
guys. The kick
Yeah.
might be wired in the side.
This
It might
is-
be.
This is very
if she
possibly
hits
wired
it,
in the side.
I think that it's
Does it go or not? That's we're going to see. With
Kelly's
watch
kind of a
her
little head
head.
shake. She kind of shook her head like maybe
Oh,
it's
she's
not.
looking at possibilities. Look,
I think it's close.
it's close, but she has to hit it right.
Yeah, she can't really throw it that much because she's kicking at it. It's going to require...
It's either going to come off the carom or she's got to hit it clean. Right.
No,
1 or 2.
Yeah, that's all she's gone. I
1
mean,
or 2.
I would go 2 rails,
That's
I
what
think.
I'm thinking too.
I like the
So is she.
2-rail because it tracks the cue ball away from it afterwards.
She went 1.
Oh, she went 1.
Oh.
She got away with
Oh.
it though. That's I'll take that.
Do the point hook? Do you roll it up underneath the point? Is that the shot here?
God, if you've got the balls.
Right?
I like that shot, right?
Oh, it's a great shot if you've got the balls.
Yeah, you have to be pretty steady, Eddie, to go for
And
that
it's heel
one.
heel, you know what I mean? It's if it's first rack of the day, you maybe.
I don't know. I don't see anything.
That's a little nervy.
I don't think. I don't
It's
see any
a-
of the shot.
It's a great shot.
Does she bank at the 3? That's the other shot I see.
Yeah, I see
If
that.
the 2's not in the way.
I see that.
2 might be in the way though.
Might be.
Come on, do me
She's
a
not
solid.
tall enough either. Bear that in mind. She'd
Yeah,
have to
she's
get the
itty
bridge.
bitty, Michael.
Oh, not with the bridge. No way I could do it with the bridge.
Well, there you go.
With the extension, maybe.
I mean, it just changes the feel so much.
She could even
Oh,
kick
yeah.
at the one
It
as
does
well, you know.
actually.
But
I know, I was thinking that too, but again, it's a sellout. If you miss it, you're sold out.
is she gonna corner hook her?
Is she looking at the bank?
Please corner hook her.
She's looking at the bank. That's what she's looking
Yeah,
at.
she's definitely looking at the bank. Take your time. Don't rush it. Been doing so well.
She's on a 40-second shot clock.
And 2 extensions, by
And-
the
oh,
way.
that's true. She does have the 2
2
extensions here.
extensions.
And pulled out the Q extension.
You know what? Yeah, that's 1 extension.
That's one extension.
You've got 1 more. So
Double up.
she got away with it, I think.
I think there's a window between the 5 and the 9.
Do you? Maybe. Yeah, there is, isn't there? Big
Kelly.
window. There's a double. It's not double glazing.
Is Kelly doing the combination? She's
No,
gonna play the safety.
she
No,
can
no,
make
no.
it, can't she?
I think she can make it. I mean, if
Oh.
she can't make it, she might play the combination, but I think she can. I think she goes
Oh,
right
she
in
can
between.
make it. Totally, yeah. Michael's taking deep breaths for this
Hey,
one.
I'm nervous for him.
He's all
Well,
in.
I think she's
I'm
out
playing
to
with
me.
these guys, yeah, but I'm playing every rack through.
Unless it goes, I was going to say. That wouldn't make any difference, though.
No, I might go short rail 2 and then long rail towards the 4
Yeah.
instead of just coming one rail out.
That's how she feels, you know, like she's going to just spin it down.
I think she's just gonna.
No, she hit
spin.
it well.
Yeah. She likes that shot.
She does. She's just gonna drag it out of
Well,
the
now
pocket there.
she's got to have an angle here, right, to get back to the 6.
Yeah, I don't
This is
necessarily.
tricky, isn't it?
Yeah,
This is a little funky. You really want to be under the 5.
I mean, yeah.
yeah. So you can Z back up.
I wonder if she just holds it to that side rail and then she'll play short side
Can she
shape
go
on
forward?
the 6. Oh,
She can
she
go
goes
forward.
Perfect.
She hit it beautifully.
That's a sweet shot.
Yeah, that was a shot.
Okay, second diamond
I'll
just
tell
to
you,
avoid all
Hill
the
Hill,
sides.
this lady right here is not the one you want to be playing.
I tell you, yeah, the amount of matches she's won, Hill.
Oh, man. It's impressive.
Oh snap!
2 rails or 1?
I like 1 here. You like 2?
I think she's had some trouble with the rails, so I think she's going to keep it simple.
She's a 1 rail player. I think,
Yeah.
Anyway. She'll be relieved, eh?
Everyone would be relieved except for Yuki.
Right. Now do we talk about the 7 ball?
Oh,
course,
yeah.
of course,
Let's
of course.
throw
Yeah,
that.
we can
throw
throw that
that
in
out
there.
there.
Oh, just kidding.